Let's take a look at where we are in our schedule and timeline here. This class is a little bit unique because it's a Monday start, and because of that, we need to give us that additional Monday of class time because we lost it during Labor Day. So while all of your other classes are probably going to be done the week of December 7th, we do officially have December 14th as our last class. Which is really no new content, just some work time, and I'll explain the rest. So this week, class 12 on November 16th, opening that Monday, we're going through chapter 12 as we just did, and the homework that you got, the Safari ad, is due by 8 a.m. when we come back after break. So that's 2 weeks on November 30th. Next week is fall break, so there'll be nothing new released. When we come back on Monday, November 30th, I have one more chapter in the book to go through with you, which is on outputting for both web and print and optimizing files for the web. So you're going to learn something. You're going to have homework that will be due the next Monday, December 7th, from our normal workbook or textbook, whatever it is. And then you're also going to learn in that class how to optimize a file for the web, which is actually also part of your final project. And then I just wanted to share that the whole next week, that typically the last week of all of your classes, is work time. And by noon, for online and in person, by noon on December 14th, you have to have your final project turned in, and you have to have taken and finished the Blackboard final exam, which is just like the midterm, 20 questions straight from the book, open notes, and it's covering, the last things that we've done since the midterm. That will be open from, the 7th on, so you'll have a whole week, if not longer, to take that Blackboard test. So absolute drop dead, everything's due by noon on the 14th. Grades are due the very next day, and it takes me a while to get through these projects. So back in our learning plan for today, I want to show you that I've now added the rubric for your final project, just so you can start thinking about it, maybe even start working. Again, not due until noon, December 14th. And you do need some skills that I'll be teaching you after Thanksgiving break to finalize this. So here it is. You can download this, or I'm just going to show you my Word document on the screen. So the final project is a movie poster. And if you're on campus, you can look at these. There's a few hanging in the hallway and some more hanging in the Mac lab. So you're going to be creating a portfolio-worthy movie poster. It can be for a movie that's currently exists, or you can completely make one up. If you are using a real movie, your poster must look different than the current one. It might be, what the studio would do as an alternate movie poster. So it can't be a copycat. You will be incorporating all the skills you've learned in this class to make something really cool and to showcase your skills. You're also going to be including an artist statement that explains the process you went through to create the poster. First thing I want you to do is spend some time thinking about how you're going to create this project, what it's going to be. I want you to do some research on the web and find good design examples. Now, I need to point out that some movie posters you're going to see are like teasers, and they'll just say coming 2020, or gosh, that's over, releasing 2021. That's not what I want. I want one that's in the theaters now and has all the detail of a movie poster that I'll explain. So do some research, look for a good design. Then I want you to sketch out some ideas on paper. Once you have your ideas sketched out, you can move forward to actually make the poster. You are going to be turning in your rough sketch. If it's not an exact copy, if your idea kind of evolves and it doesn't match your sketch completely, that's fine, but I do want you to start with a sketch. So, composition, it needs to satisfy the project goals and form a well-formed piece that could be used as a concept to present to your client. Here's the important part. Must include typical information found on a movie poster, the name of the movie, the lead actors and actresses, the rating, the billing information, all that tall, skinny squish text at the bottom, you know, who produced it, all that different type of thing. That has to be there. The communication, quick glance, your viewer can understand the concept. Is this a comedy? Is this a scary film? Is this a kid's film? Whatever. No typos, no other errors. Use spell check. It exists in all the Adobe family. Command I or Control I is almost always the shortcut for spell check. Use it. Okay, you are going to put this together in Photoshop using an 11 by 17 inch document at 150 ppi, okay? You're going to start there, and you may be downsizing it, but start there. Composition and color scheme makes sense. All of your editing is non-destructive. A 150 PSD uploaded to Blackboard. Okay, we are not downsizing this. I just had to confirm with my own brain. So this is going to be a bigger file. Non-destructive means you guys are using masking. You're not just cutting things out and plopping them on a new layer. If you were to cut out Yoda and forget part of his ear, that's destructive. If you mask out and you forget part of the ear, you can just fix the mask. Then, this is the part that you don't know yet. You're going to learn this after Thanksgiving break, how to make an optimized file, but when you're all done, you're also going to make a smaller version of your movie poster that's optimized for web use. So this will make more sense later. Your text, I want you to use advanced text techniques. So maybe clean, simple white type looks good, but that's not showcasing any of your skills. Think of all the cool tutorials you just did. Think of all of the special effects and filters that we've learned and do something neat. Think about warping or placing type on a path. Images. You must use 3 or more photos and adjust the images appropriately. I want you to think of making this a composite picture where they kind of go together and look natural, not just 3 random photos as rectangles placed on your page. That's not hard at all. You're not going to get maximum points there. Your photos have to look like they fit together, meaning if one's really bright and one's really dark and that looks goofy, you have to figure out how to colorize them or fix the lighting. You have to use non-destructive, so adjustment layers should be a no-brainer, at least 1 layer mask and 1 vector mask. So that's what we just learned. Something that's easy to do, because a lot of people get freaked out about this, is maybe the box that has the PG rating, or maybe the graphic of the studio that put this out. You can make that into a vector mask and mask it off of its background and plop it in. And I will be able to tell because that's a different look in your layers panel. The vector mask, when I look at it, has that gray background and I can see a path. This is a challenging document, demonstrates advanced competencies of this class. You have to work on your own, no tutoring allowed on this one. And then you're also doing an artist statement. You're going to explain the process, the research you did before, some of the choices that you made, 3/4 to 1 page in length in a Word document. Grammar and spelling do count. So for those of you that are physically in person, I will have you print out your poster as well as your artist statement. However, if you're not on campus or you're an online student or you're just choosing not to come out, don't worry either one of you about this printed part. What you do need to worry about is having a PSD file uploaded that is 150 DPI, an optimized JPEG, and again, you'll learn about this after Thanksgiving, and your artist statement uploaded, and a rough draft. So take a picture of it on your phone, scan it, do whatever you need to do to show me your rough draft also. So this is a 300-point project. So think of it in terms of, 100 points magnified. Some of your daily work is 50 points, so this had to be much bigger. If you have any questions on this, please let me know. It's a lot of fun. It's a piece that people often use to showcase their work, so have fun with it and just make sure that it's waiting for me in Dropbox no later than December 14th by noon. And the testing part I will explain and open up when we come back after Thanksgiving break. So your only real homework for this week is your Safari Head. If you want to start playing around with this final project, you may, but again, you've got a couple of weeks ahead here. All right, thanks.